Trust in a relationship requires transparency, but what happens when the entire community becomes an unwelcome participant in your romance? In Filipino culture, there's a hidden battlefield every couple must navigate, one where whispered words can damage reputations and family relationships. The real threat isn't whether your Filipino partner trusts you, but who else is watching. When I was 19, I found myself constantly looking over my shoulder whenever I was with a foreign boyfriend. It wasn't because I was embarrassed by him. It was because I dreaded the inevitable text messages from distant relatives or coworkers. I saw you with that American at SM Mall yesterday. Are you dating now? Does your mother know? This vigilance stems from Haya, a complex blend of shame, embarrassment, and social propriety governing Filipino social interaction. In smaller communities where everyone connects through minimal degrees of separation, relationships become community property, subject to collective judgment rather than personal choice. My experience with an Australian colleague illustrates this perfectly. Despite our mutual attraction and engaging conversations, I declined his lunch invitations because accepting would transform my professional identity into fodder for gossip. The administrative staff had already nicknamed him Jessica's foreigner after just 2 reception visits. By the 3rd week, coworkers saying Jessica's got a boyfriend whenever he appeared. Each teasing comment felt like a small erosion of my workplace reputation, turning what should have been a private connection into a public spectacle where I performed under the unforgiving spotlight of collective scrutiny. The consequences of such gossip extend beyond momentary embarrassment. A college roommate's parents threatened to withdraw her from university after a church member reported seeing her holding hands with an American exchange student. My friend faced workplace harassment when photos with her European boyfriend circulated, prompting male coworkers to question her values simply because she dated a foreigner. Social media amplifies this pressure. A single tagged restaurant photo can reach family within minutes, triggering interrogations about intentions and propriety. Mixed couples face additional challenges through their visibility, in a country where most share similar physical characteristics. Filipino-foreign couples immediately stand out, making even grocery shopping an exercise in public examination. This explains why many Filipinas suggest secluded restaurants or malls distant from their neighborhoods. My sister would travel to different cities just to have dinner with her Canadian boyfriend, now husband, without encountering acquaintances. This boundary setting becomes essential in a culture where community involvement often overrides personal privacy. I developed practical adaptations, meeting at private establishments, minimizing public affection, and carefully controlling information flow about my relationship. These weren't signs of shame, but strategic responses in a culture where reputation remains valuable social currency. For foreigners dating Filipinas, understanding this dynamic is crucial. When she suggests meeting somewhere private, she's protecting something more vulnerable than her heart, her standing in a community where judgments have lasting consequences. When she hesitates to post your pictures online, she's managing how her social circle learns about your relationship. What might seem like excessive privacy to Western sensibilities represents thoughtful navigation of complex social terrain. The most successful cross-cultural relationships acknowledge this reality rather than fighting against it.